As a lot of people across the country want police reform, law officers continue to face dangers during their everyday shifts. And for some, it can affect their mental health. Well, here to speak with us today is Scott Medlin, an author who has also been involved in law enforcement. Thank you so much for being with us today. We appreciate it.
Oh, thank you for the opportunity. I'm honored.
You got it. Scott, tell us about your book, The Mental Health Fight of Heroes in Blue.
It was a book I wrote when I learned back in January that 228 police officers killed themselves versus only less than 160, I believe, died in the line of duty in 2019. The fact that so many more committed suicide, I realized right then and there that mental health is an issue that really needs to be addressed in law enforcement. And I, because of the experience of being exposed to trauma, I was like, you know what? I know enough about this. I can write about it. I can help. Because ultimately, I want to help keep officers alive, but when their mental health is good, they can be what the community expects them to be and what the citizens deserve.
And what is the root cause of some of these issues that officers deal with, do you feel?
There are numerous things that can go into it, but the main thing officers need to understand is forget this whole tough person mentality. You're not tough. You do tough things, but our brains are wired the same as everybody else's, and they have been for years. Your brain is wired to protect you. And when danger happens and everyone's running away and officers are running in, their bodies and minds literally have chemical reactions that put stress on them. And their brains are built to protect them. So they have to go through that mental barrier, but yet it takes a toll on them. And this can lead to, and if they're not careful and don't cope with it, this can lead to PTSD, depression, anxiety, addictions, which can ultimately lead to very negative health effects, but also negative actions and decisions.
Do you feel it's important now more than ever, speaking about actions and decisions, given the current climate of protesters and demonstrators requesting a change in policing?
Yes, it is absolutely imperative that officers stay on their mental health game, especially now. I mean, since the very tragic murder of George Floyd and all that has become about it, people can say, you know, change the police, reform, but the officers are still going to be out there and they need to, and it all can start with good, sharp, focused mental health. And I believe it's very important right now. And what my book will do is tell officers, look, here's what you need to be aware of. Here's signs and symptoms. And it's okay that you're going through certain things. You're human. But don't think that you can't get help and learn on your own and, you know, make it a point to cope with this and learn how to cope and learn how to be strong so that you can be strong out there in the field. Fortunately, there are a lot of resources out there, and it's very important right now, more than ever, just by the fact that officers, unfortunately, are more at risk for suicide versus being killed in the line of duty. And with all that is going on, you really have to stay strong mentally to be that good officer that you want to be.
Scott Medlin, we appreciate your time today. Thanks a lot because mental health is so important, a big aspect of it. We appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.